Hello guys, welcome to the next video on MongoDB database tutorial for beginners. In this video, we will see how and why we use indexing in MongoDB. So first of all, what are indexes? Indexes are the special data structure that stores a small portion of data set in the easy to parse way. Now, why we use indexes? Now, indexes supports the efficient resolution of queries. Without indexes, if your MongoDB database is really large, for example, it has 10 million documents and you need to find one of the documents, it's really inefficient to find one document out of 10 million or millions and millions of data. Now indexes make it easy to parse this data if you want to use large database. Now how to use indexes, let's see. So first of all, what I have done is, if you can see here, I have created a temporary database called temp, and using this for loop I have inserted 10 million document in this database. Now to make this database, it will take some time to insert these 10 million documents. That's why I have already issued this command, which already created 10 million data for us. Now for this video, I'm going to use the normal Windows command prompt to see our result better. So I have opened the empty command prompt and I'm going to just give Mongo here, and we are switched to this Mongo shell, and then we will switch to our temp database. So just write use temp and then press enter, switch to temp, and then let's print out the documents first, how these document looks. So just give db dot posts. Posts is the collection name in my case, you can see here, right? So this is the post collection dot find, and then these round brackets, and press enter. And what it does is it's going to print top result, for example top 20 results, and it will tell you to type IT for printing more. So it's not going to print all the 10 million result using this command line. That's why I'm using this. Otherwise, if I give this command here, it will be really slow, and this Mongo chef will try to fetch all the 10 million documents, which we don't want right now, right? So now we have 10 million documents. So let's try to find something, and let's see how much time it takes. So I'm going to give the same command, and this time I'm going to give some criteria here. So for example, student ID, we want to search for example, student ID 1000. Okay, and let's see how much time it takes. So I'm going to press enter, and you see it takes time and still searching, and it has searched this result, which is 1000, but it takes some time, about 2 seconds or a few seconds, right? That's why we need indexing. So whenever we create indexing for some elements of a document, then it's going to search for this document faster. One way of searching is you can see, if you give find one command here, so instead of find, you just give find one, not this but like this, find one, and press enter. It finds it immediately, because what happens in find one case is going to search for the student whose ID is 1000, and at the time it search or it finds this ID, it immediately exits. But in the case of find, it's going to find all the document, in all the document which is matching student ID 10,000. So it's going to see in all the 10 million result for this student ID 1000. So let's create indexing, and let's see how fast this result becomes. So to create an index for a document, what you can do is you can just give the command db and then the collection name, which is posts, and then you give ensure index command. So just write dot ensure ensure index. Okay, and then in round brackets you just give the key value pair. So just give these curly brackets, and in the double quotes, for example, you give student ID as your key. So just give student ID here, and then just give colon 1. Okay, so it's going to do the indexing for this element in all the documents, and now we are going to execute it. So press enter, and you see it takes some time to create the indexing of this, and after this indexing is created, it will become really fast when you want to search for the same data again. Okay, so if you do this kind of indexing, it will be really fast and efficient to find your data. That's why we use indexing. So now indexing of our documents are done, and let's find this student ID once again. So I'm going to give this command db post.find for the student ID 1000. Let's give this time 10,000 or 100,000 for example, and let's search for it. So I'm going to press enter, and it immediately finds this document. So in case of this, after creating the indexing, it becomes really fast to search your document based upon the index you have defined. But be careful while you're defining the index. You don't want to create the index for every field. You may want to create the index where your IDs are unique. For example, in my case, the student ID is unique in this case, so I have provided this index. So you may want to restrict yourself while creating the indexes. So in this way you can create the index. Now in order to remove our index, how you can remove our index? So in order to remove our index, what you can do is you can give the same command, and instead of ensure index, you can just say drop index. So just write drop index. Okay, and it's going to drop your index. So I'm going to press enter, and it says okay, and once again I'm going to find this student and press enter, and now you see it takes time, few seconds, and after searching for few seconds it will give the result. So in this way you can use indexes in MongoDB. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please rate, comment, subscribe, and